Alright, I was deadass about to brush my teeth, but then I found out that someone was in the bathroom, so I might as well. While I wait for them to get out, I can do match day fucking 11. Why the fuck not? Let's do it real quick then. So we already know the stats, we already know the risks, we already know who's in relegation, who's not. Kayserispor have not got out of there. I thought they would. I think they had too much quality on their squad to be stuck down there. But next game is Breda versus Exeter City. I'm pretty sure Breda did get a red card though. Valerius is the guy who's unfortunately going to have to come off for a moment as Lucasen comes in his stead. The only unfortunate part is that their best next fullback is either Candelaria or Chisa, which is Candelaria. Candelaria has to go right here. Alright. They need Jordan Ayew to do better for them up there. Let's see. Breda versus Exeter City. Both teams needing a win here. And Breda do get the win. Fair fucking play. As I just mentioned this. Ayew and Limans both score their goals. I think Ayew scores his first goal in a while. Yeah, ever since Matchday 1. So his goal does help out their squad beat out Exeter City. So let's just put you right there. Boom. Ayew's there. It says Limans, who just scored his first goal earlier. So he's also on his second goal. And he goes right above here next to his compatriot Ayew. Let's go all the way down here. Huge victory for Breda, getting them a little further away from that relegation battle. Any team wants to stay away from that area. Right, Swindon Town face off against Tirol. Can my boy Ollie Palmer have another spectacular moment here? Hopefully so. It is a tie. Baden scores again for Tirol. And Smith gets another goal. Smith is being like the big difference maker in that squad. He's on 5 goals, I believe. Now he's on 6. There he goes. With Baystri and Clayton dropping down a little bit. Baystri, Clayton, and Diop. So Smith gets a goal, and so does Baden, who is now on 5 goals. Putting him ahead of these guys. Javi Puerto hasn't done really much ever since his first brace. Neither has Gabojo, to be honest. Alright, a tie. It's a good result for Swindon Town. Not the worst thing in the world. Sligo Rovers now face off against Espanyol. They got their player Quirk back, but he's still out. That can be very damaging for the Irish club. But they face against Espanyol. Can they cause a little bit of controversial here? Can they do an upset, or will Espanyol get the job done as usual? They do, and again, just as I say, here comes Pueblo scoring his goal. And he scores a brace, of course. I mentioned one little time, and that just happens. Wait. Kike Garcia, because I think... Did I put Kike over here? Looking over here. Kike, because he's an Alaves player. I guess he could have just went from Alaves to Espanyol. What if I look up Kike? What happens? Nope. Okay, we're good. I was a little confused when I saw the substitutions there. Alright, but Puala does score a brace, so let's just put him in the top 6 goal scorers. Put him ahead of these guys. Right there. Peremia also is in there, and Harkin. Peremia scores his first goal, I believe. So, Peremia. Oh. Never mind then. Guess here he did score a goal. Harkin. Let's do you real quick for you as well. Real quick. Oh, there he is. Mia. I was about to look for him. Oh. You go right there. You guys drop down here. And then the rest of you drop down one more. to cover up that spot down there. And Mia and Harkin both get their second goal of the tournament. Well, good victory for Espanyol. A victory I kind of expected. Ooh, Ali versus Kayserispor. This is very interesting considering they're both kind of like Asian countries technically. Like Turkey is just halfway in Asia, halfway in Europe, kind of how Russia is. But they're really close to each other geographically wise. So let's see who will win this match. Actually, wait, before I forget. Abdularam has to come off for the other guy. This guy, Majrashi. 70 rated, by the way. So like, and they've been like dominating games. So how are they gonna do with this guy helping out their Riyad Mahrez on the right wing of the game? So Dams is the left back. Oh. All right, let's see who wins this match. Eesh, that's pretty. What's that? Look at that. Mahrez got his fucking buddy back, and now he's scoring a brace, maybe hat trick. No, it's not a hat trick. But Dams gets his second goal after just scoring his first not that long ago. So moving you up here. Actually, let's just go down here and move you up once. Oh my god, Carlos, you're fucking retarded, bro. Carlos is not smart, guys. Let's just acknowledge this. Dams gets his second goal. What was the first? Was Mane? Yeah, Mane. He's like on his third or fourth goal. Third goal it is as he gets into his fourth. Passing a few people, including Wahi. Mahrez for now, because we already know the goal scoring. So Mane gets in there. Mahrez gets a brace, which puts him now at 5 goals. The Algerian Prince. And he goes over past all these guys. He becomes part of the 5-goal squad. Riyad Mahrez. And then Demiral scores his first goal in a while. He's right here, so he gets his second goal now. Going right here. Demiral gets his second. Nice. Good victory for Al Ahly. Now we have Hermannstadt versus Caracas Central. They already have their good team back, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is the best squad they can get. Alright, can Hermannstadt finally come back with a win, or can Caracas Central get their first win? And they do get their first win. Oh my god, and Chitu scores again. 69, nice. Briasco, no idea where Briasco is at. Like, at all. Maybe he scored his second goal not that long ago, yeah. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's up here somewhere. Briasco. Still can't see him. Yeah, it's gonna look you up. Pretty sure he's already scored before though. See, I kind of feel like that's wrong. I feel like he scored before already. Briasco. Well, I mean, I'll find out if I type his name down here. Brias. Well, I guess not. I guess he hasn't scored. Let me type it again, because I am a little skeptical. Caracas Central. I guess I was just paranoid. So he gets his first goal. Chitu scores again. He's all the way up here. Putting him at 7 goals. Getting ahead of both Suarez, Magri, and Rosa. And Armstrong. Making him right there. He's a good goal scorer, but the rest of his team is ass. Bruera. There he is. I think he's the striker. The main striker. So Bruera scores again. Put himself a little ahead of Wahi and Aichison. And Caracas Central do get an important win. Hermannstadt have really fallen off, unfortunately for them. But Eh. Petrolul versus Panathinaikos. Can Petrolul continue their amazing good form? And it's a tie. Zaruri with another brace. Grozov with a goal. I don't recognize that name. Just put it down here real quick just as curiosity. Bukur. Yep, he's new. As he scores his first goal. Petrolul gets his first goal. Grozov gets his second of the campaign. Putting him all the way up here. There we go. The Bulgarian gets his second goal. And Zaruri gets a brace. He's already like up here. Yep, he gets a brace, and that's on 6 goals for the left side for the left winger. Alright, there you go. So Zaruri is now up there with the rest of those guys. It is a tie, so both teams can get a benefit from that. Sporting Club Portugal face off against Holstein Kiel. They want to try and make up for their disappointing result last time, the draw. Can they get a victory here? Yes, they can, with Suarez and Hielman being the main difference. So Hielman gets another goal for himself, which I'm pretty sure he already had 2, right? Or only had 1? He only had 1. Hielman, yep, he only had 1. And now he has 2. So Hielman goes all the way up here. Whoops. Pushing this other down. The Danish midfielder gets down there. Boom, boom, boom. Let's block it there. With Suarez getting another goal. If I can find him. There he is. He gets his 7th goal as well. Jumping ahead of these guys. There you go. Good victory for Sporting Club Portugal. Real Ave versus West Brom. West Brom need a win here. They definitely need a victory now. Who got the red? This guy, the backup center back. That's funny. Abby seems to be the guy, not the one from Metrologobus. Yep, Abby scores. Just making sure. Who was the other guy who scored? See, someone else scored. I don't see their name here. So I don't know who the fuck it was. It was like Andreas. So I don't know who it was. Yeah, I'm not sure. So we have to go with that. So Abby is the new backup right there for the center back role. Let's see. Rio Ave face off against West Brom. Who do we got winning? West Brom get the victory, and Maja scores again. Good shit for Maja. Trying to keep his top spot. Grant scores another goal for his side. And there he is. Gets his second to help them get a victory. A very needed victory. Especially against a good team on good form. West Brom get a very valuable victory here against one of their competitors for those top 8 positions. See, West Brom put themselves up there as an option. We already brought back Skipic. Ooh, what a match! All right, Roma versus. But I am not curious. I'm gonna leave it Andreas, but I have to know now. Who the fuck was the Andreas? Entoy? Well, I guess that's what it was. You know, fuck it. I wanna make it Entoy. That sounds like a more like recognizable name. Andreas. Who the fuck is Andreas? Andreas. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you Kitty. She looked at me like, huh? Entoy. I think that sounds like a much more interesting name to memorize than fucking Andreas. Alright. Roma face off against Southampton. Big game with 2 big teams facing off against each other. I'm thinking Roma win this, but Southampton can cause an upset. And I don't have to mention that because they don't. Dovbyk with the brace that gives them the victory as he goes from being on 2 goals to now being at 4. Good for him. He needed it badly. It was kind of embarrassing that he has not scored more. So now that he's on 4 goals, that's at least a more respectable number. Like if Chitu can score so many goals he has for Hermannstad, you can do better too, Davbik. So a huge brace for him to help his team get a much needed victory. Toulouse versus Nice. This is the French battle here. This is the French Revolution. Just making sure again. What happened to Abukal? I guess he went to. I think he went to Serie A, but I just don't know what team he went to. So fuck off, Macwell. And Toulouse versus Nice. Let's see who wins this one. This will be interesting. Oh my. Not even the fucking competition. Wahi scores a brace. Bard scores his first goal. Diop scores again. Magri scores to begin with. So they're feeling confident with them. So they're like, hey guys, we're winning this match. Nice ain't got shit on us. But then Nice proved how nice they are. You see what I did there? Oh, my bad. So Magri gets in there. Diop also scores. So he's now on 6 goals. Putting him past Pastry and Clayton. Again, Clayton just reminds me of fucking Tarzan. Clayton! Diop. And then Memory, work you fucking brain. Who scored a brace? Wahi. Wahi scores a brace, then that puts him on 5 goals. Push him all the way up here. Wahi and Bard scores his first goal of the competition so far. For OGC Nice. There we go. Good victory for the French. The French black and reds. I don't know what they're fucking. The Eagles. I'm just calling them Eagles. Alright, that's the conclusion of match day 11 as well. Let's go over here and see. Roma, Nice, Al Ahly, and Sporting Club Portugal make up the top 4. Rio Ave, West Brom, Panathinaikos, and Toulouse make up the rest of the top 8. Interesting to note that there's now there's a 4-point gap between 4th and 5th. So all the teams in here have a little bit of like a little breathing room. Southampton, Espanyol, Petrolul, Breda, Tirol, Hosting Kiel, Swindon Town, and Exeter City make up the rest of the table, the mid-table. As Barraca Central, Kayseri Sport, Sligo Rovers, and Hermannstad are all in the relegation area. So Kayseri Sport dropped back down into relegation, as Barracas pull themselves up a little bit higher to get away from the last place spot. And Swindon Town get out of the relegation area. Can it stay like that? Who knows? I'm going to go so I can brush my teeth now. I'll see you in all a bit if I can.